quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard, increase security, and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Early break.
Line of the night
On the group chat.
If that was the draw, says Jake, I'd throw a pizza at the window.
What is that?
What does that mean?
And what I text back right away? What does it? It means
Well,
exactly what it said.
Laughing emoji.
Yes.
I have no clue what that means. What Coach Bush
With
said.
Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. I'm getting my happy on already. I got a little music going, so that's what I do. I see my guests already getting into it, so we good. Welcome everybody to the show. Always start my show off the same way every week. I give a big shout out to Empire Fencing out in Waverly, Nebraska. They're doing big things and they're good people. And it's really good people. Let's start with that. Good people are very important. Good people don't get the attention I think they deserve, but I try to go out of my way to make sure that happens. And Empire Fence and I'm very, very honored to say that they sponsor this show, and they have sponsored me for quite a while now. So I always show them love at the beginning of every show. But you know what? Tonight's going to be a little special because even though he will never admit this, I'm going to put him on blast, y'all. He don't like to admit nothing about what he does. But my guest tonight is the reason why there is an Empire Fence.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, see, he ain't going to admit it. So I got to put him out there. I call him the owner. He calls himself the founder.
I do.
Yeah, and that's fine. Matt Warner, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ricky. Hey, I'll tell you this: we don't always get everything right either. I think part of our culture is that we do make mistakes,
right? And
we recognize them and we hit them on. So I was telling you earlier that I got to meet this man. His name is Stephen M.R. Covey, and he was talking about trust and building trust. And I do believe that something that we're working on, we're trying to get better at all the time. Well, we're not there. And I don't know if we'll ever be there, but we're trying to build this level of trust amongst our people and our clients where they know that even if we make a mistake, we're going to stand behind it. Even if we tear up your yard or ruin your rose bush or we do something wrong, maybe we have oil spill on the concrete, whatever goes wrong, at the end of the day, we want them to trust that we're going to do what we can to fix that. And we don't get it right. We don't even always get it right with our people. Sometimes we make mistakes with our people. Sometimes we don't recognize things. But I will tell you, we are constantly trying to always improve. And that's really all we can do in life, right? That's
what it's all about.
Keep trying to improve.
Right.
Keep trying to be a good human doing, not a good human being.
Right.
When you're a human being, you're just living in the moment.
Right.
But when you're a good human doing, now you're trying to constantly get better. You're trying to do more. Do you like that?
I love that. I think that's very smart because, see, a lot of times we get caught in the things that we think are right, but it's just because it's been passed down to us.
Right.
And I have to say this too, when you had me out to come and speak, I got to see something that I normally don't see with a company, because I've spoke to several companies, but there was something different about your company. And I want to call it unity. That's the way I looked at it. But I think what really sealed the deal for me was when you invited me out to that Monday morning deal.
Oh my gosh, you hit my sweet spot again. Everybody knows I'm the Monday. I love Mondays. I will tell you, and I really do firmly believe that Monday is the greatest day of the week. And I wish people would recognize this, that Monday, there's so much opportunity to seize the week, to win the week. And by the way, in life, sometimes all we have to do is try to stack a win and then stack another win. Correct. And it doesn't matter whether you're doing sports or you're doing life or you're doing radio, DP, whoever it is, all you're trying to do is stack a win, because every once in a while you have a loss.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just try to stack another win.
Right.
So if you start stacking wins on Monday, next thing you know, you're at Wednesday and Thursday and you're like, holy cow, we've had a really successful week. So that Monday morning that you got to come to, we do that every single Monday. We've done over 440 Mondays in a row.
Wow.
That's a long time of doing.
I know a lot of the audience don't know what we're talking about, but man, I want you to explain that Monday morning deal.
Okay, so here's how it starts. At about 6:30 every Monday, I start playing some music, like pretty loud. And I play everything from Metallica to jazz, to country, to old country, new country, rock and roll, Led Zeppelin. I play just whatever music. So I do think that along with what you like to get your happy on, have a little dance, right? But it works.
Right.
So my philosophy is that 6:30 when guys start shuffling in, because we start the meeting at a few minutes till 7, like 2 or 3 minutes till 7, with the idea that we're trying to teach everybody being on time is important.
Correct.
We have come to this society that people think that they can just walk in 5, 6, 7 minutes late. What's the big deal? But the big deal is that you have to have a sense in your stomach that, oh my goodness, this is disrespectful to whoever's putting on the meeting.
Right.
So we just don't allow people to be in late. If you're late, then you get reprimanded for it. By the way, I think good culture has you reprimand people. You hold people accountable. And sometimes you have to let people go. Right. And they get mad and they accuse you of not having good culture, because the good culture, you wouldn't let them go. No, we are good culture. Therefore, we're going to let you go.
Right.
It happens. I hate saying it, but
no, that's part of the deal.
It really is. Yep. It's accountability, right?
All about accountability. I mean, if you don't have accountability, you might as well close the doors, because you're going to make these business deals to go out and do work, and you're never on time, or you don't show up at all.
Right. Which jeopardizes your speed of trust.
Correct.
Right? Well, you and I were just talking.
Correct.
Part of trust is showing up on time, showing up and being proactive and being there. So then we meet in a circle, and we meet in a circle because the Knights of the Round Table met in a circle before they went to battle each week. So my philosophy is this is equality. It doesn't matter if you're the vice president or a president of the company, or if you're brand new first day on the job and you're going to go dig post holes. It does not matter where you're at. Everybody's equal in that circle. Right. And we're there to get a life skill, a leadership skill, and a safety topic. And we have been able to grow to the size that we grow to because we find people that want to be a part of this culture. They want to be. And by the way, it takes about 7:20. We're wrapping things up, and then we do what we call huddles, and that's a more intimate circle. Everybody gets in their little huddles and of their group that they're in. Then they share ideas and share experiences of what's going on in the week. And then we break. So it's about 7:35. So it's about 35 minutes. And this is an expensive meeting because not only are we paying everybody to be there, but it's lost productivity.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Ricky, I'm telling you, from my bottom of my heart, when you invest in your people, that's the greatest ROI in a business.
Mhm.
Investing in your people. If Nebraska football wants to be great, they have to invest in those people. They have to invest in their coaches. They have to invest in the people. If Empire Fence wants to be great, we have to invest in our people. We have to give them time. We have to let them know that we know that life is tough.
Right.
We're here to do it with you.
Right.
We're not against you. This is a place of opportunity and growth. And I really do believe that when you invest in your people, I was trying to get Coach Rule to come out to one of my Monday morning meetings because I think he would actually think it's pretty cool,
Yeah.
right? Right?
I'm sure
powerful.
he would. Yeah.
But with the idea of it is that we invite outside guests too to come and see it.
Mhm.
Contractors, Mortensen, J.E. Dunn, Turner Construction, all of them have come because we want them to know that we're an elite group of contractors. We care about our people more than the average.
Well, what I saw about it that stood out to me is you're right. There's everybody there. It ain't just a handful of people. There's not a couple of people that are way up on the food chain. Everybody in the company is here, and they were all on time. That was impressive to me because accountability is so important to me personally.
Absolutely.
When I see it outside of me, it really resonates with me. I just think that's one of the keys to success. You got to be accountable. If you can't be held accountable, then I think you're working backwards in my mind.
I agree. And that's part of what we're trying to build. But we're also, when I go around, and you saw me go around and I fist bump everybody.
Right.
When I go around there, I'm trying to see if anybody's hurting or if anybody's not ready for work that day or if anybody needs something. I'm trying to make a connection with every single person. Now, we've grown enough. We have a branch in Kansas City, so we do some remote. They were watching remotely, so it's a little bit more difficult. We're trying to figure out how do we handle this and how do we get to this next level of growth. But the idea is that I want everybody to know too, I care about you. I want to make sure that you're good today.
Right.
I can't check on you every day, but I can check on you every single Monday. And if you need something, now's the time that you can ask me or let me know.
And I think that's smart because that way they don't have to carry this extra, I call it baggage.
Yeah.
You don't have to carry that all week long because you got a chance on Monday mornings to say, hey, look, this is what's going on in my life. Is there any advice or is there any help that you can provide? Because this is really important to me. Sometimes just getting it off your chest. Whether there's a solution or not. If I can just voice my opinion and not be criticized for it or put down for it, I just think that's important. So you have an excellent concept with that Monday morning meeting because it does lay the foundation for the week.
It's so cool too because a couple weeks ago I was talking about the feeling of being held underneath water and how sometimes we feel like life is pushing us underwater and we just can't come up for a breath of air, and you fight, and you try to do everything you can. And I guarantee you there's people out there all the time recognizing this. I had a young man come up to me afterwards and he said, I feel like I'm drowning. I said, aha, let's get you some help.
Right.
I want you to come talk to Luke. And I put him in touch with Luke and they were able to talk it off. And he came up to me like 2 weeks later and he's like, I really just needed to get it off my chest, what I was going through.
Absolutely.
And so what we did is we helped him grab that mean hand that was pushing him up and we pulled it off a little bit so he could come up for a breath of air. And that's all he really needed.
Yeah. A lot of times our situations aren't as dire as we want them or want to think they are. But when you don't have a release, you don't have the opportunity to I call it venting or just simply getting stuff off your chest. When you don't have that opportunity, then everything else compounds on top of that. And you really do feel like you're drowning.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
because it's like, man, I mean, I already had this issue going on, and now, here you come with a shovel,
right?
And you're just dumping on me even more. So I just think that Monday morning meeting, I wish that everybody could at least have one opportunity just to witness it.
Yeah, I do too. I invite people. It's funny, I'm in the fence industry, and I invite people all the time. And I always tell people, hey, if you come out here, I'll even pay for your hotel room. I'll take care of you. I'll feed you. Just get here. And it's funny, all of them are invited, but only a few show up.
Yeah.
But you know what? Having you come out and speak to the guys too, in the evening that you came out, and just us taking time to invest in them to hear your story, so they can relate to that.
Right.
That's what this is. We are human doings.
Yeah.
We need to be doing good for each other.
And by the way, they fed me real good too.
We did.
I didn't have no problem going to bed when I got. But no, on a serious note, man, I just, again, I just want to thank you. I know we still got plenty of show left to do, but I just want to take this moment to say thank you. Because to me, sometimes when people go out of their way, which I feel like you guys didn't have to sponsor the show, but you chose to. And I just think that you shouldn't take anything for granted, especially people that's trying to help you. So that's why I'm saying that publicly, and I want everyone to know that I appreciate it, because the minute you start taking things for granted, things start to disappear.
Amen, brother.
That's just my personal opinion. I think that when you lose your humility, when you're not grateful, I just think that it takes away from this human doing. Yeah. It takes away. I mean, nobody don't understand that. They don't get it. A lot of people have a hard time with that. But really and truly, I understand the concept that everybody's trying to make. I get that. I'm not naive. But the point I'm trying to make is you can still make it by being a good person. And unfortunately, seems like being a bad person gets way more attention than it should. And people are, when all you see is bad, it makes it easier for you to do bad.
Well, a little bit of that, from what I've studied, is how we're wired, right? So we're wired to come into this world to fight, to survive, right? And back in early creation, we had to fight to survive,
right?
Just to live, right? To make fire, to do whatever it was. So it's naturally for us to gravitate towards negativity because we're fighting that, right? But now we shouldn't have to be that way anymore. We should be able to celebrate the wins more often. And you know what? I will tell you, there's a lot of great things going on, and a lot of good people out there celebrating wins. It's just sad that we give the negative so much publicity.
Yes. But I think that's my issue. I personally know that there's a lot of good out there because I'm witnessing with my own eyes, but man, I mean, the negative getting the attention has really made me stop doing some things that I used to do earlier in my life. And one of them is I don't watch television.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not knocking people that do. I'm just saying, me personally, I couldn't find enough positive. So I search, whether it be through the internet or whatever, I go out and look for positive things. I mean, because that's what floats my boat. But I understand that, I mean, negativity is good for the ratings, I guess. I mean,
well, let's see if we can't jack these ratings up here a little bit tonight, talk about positive things, right?
But no, I'm serious, man. I just think that, good people, like I said at the beginning of the show, good people are just rare. And when you have the luxury of meeting good people, I think you should try to hold on to them, because I mean, that's just that's something that you can't really replace. And a lot of times you don't realize they're good people until after they're gone.
Yeah, that is true.
You know what I mean? So if you wait till they're gone and then you become the genius and you figure it out, then it's usually too late.
Right. Well, and you're lucky to have Dr. Osborne in your life to bring you a ray of sunshine.
Man, I'm glad you mentioned that. Happy birthday, Coach Osborne. I know you out there getting your happy on wherever you at. So you keep doing big things, young man, and just know, man, that I appreciate you more than you'll ever know as well. The reason why I want to show him love is, for those that don't know, when I first really had an opportunity to turn my life around, it was because of him. And a lot of people don't really, they want to tell stories about Coach Osborne, but they don't, and he's, I gotta be fair about this. He don't want no credit. I'll give you this example. 15 plus years ago, my life was really, really, really not in a good place. Actually in prison. And he wrote a paragraph and sent it to me. And I hadn't talked to him. Keep in mind, I hadn't spoke to this guy in 20 years. And he wrote a letter, saying that he believed in me. And he knew my parents believed in me. And that letter, to receive it when I did, it basically turned my life around. And I ain't gonna never let him forget it, because every week for the last 15 years, every week I contact him, whether I go see him, I call him or text him, he gonna hear from me. And, and when we're together, I always bring up, man, I'm so glad you wrote me that letter, man. It really helped me. And he played it off. Oh, Ricky, it was just a letter. It was just, most times people get a letter, they just throw it in their trash. I'm like, you don't get it, Coach. If you hadn't wrote that letter, I don't know where I would be right now. So, man, I'll always be grateful to that man, because he didn't have to do that.
That is really amazing that you and Coach talk once a week. Or get together or talk once a week.
Yeah.
And Rick, what a blessing it is to have such a great human as your mentor.
Yeah. Oh man. Now don't get me wrong. He still talk to me like I'm playing for the Huskers. He be keeping me in check all the time. But you know what? I let him do that because I respect him that much. And I know where his heart is. To me, I still say that he didn't have to do it. And that's the one thing I won't let go of. That man did not have, he was actually still the AD at Nebraska at the time. He's busy, dude. He didn't have to write, he didn't have to send me nothing.
But that's human doing.
Human doing.
He wrote the letter. He did something.
Yeah, and signed it. I think when I saw, first when I saw the letter, after I got past the embarrassment, but once I saw the letter, it was real simple. Dear Ricky, I know your parents believed in you. I believe in you. Upon your release, if there's anything I can do to help you, feel free to contact me. And signed, Tom Osborne. I fell on my knees right there in my prison cell. I turned my life over to Christ. And I got up off my knees and my thinking changed. And I've been a different person ever since. So as small as it may sound to him, it was a turning point in my life.
I got it, Ricky. You gotta get me here. Holy cow.
I just respect the man so much, and they like to talk about the stories, when they come to Coach Osborne, they like to talk about the things that he didn't get done. Like Lawrence Phillips, they'll mention him. And come on, man. Let's talk about what he did get accomplished. Look at all the lives that he did touch. They want to focus back on that subject. They want to focus on the one thing that he came up short on, but that's okay. I'm going to keep giving him props as long as I have the opportunity. Well, look, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with Matt Warner. Don't y'all go nowhere. This is 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Get You Happy on Hour.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
It takes hard work to make Nebraska the right place to raise a family, build a business, or grow a community. We're counting on working parents to make it happen, and they're counting on childcare professionals to have their backs. Employers and other contributors can earn up to a $100,000 tax credit for strengthening childcare in our communities and state. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
You hungry? You know you are. We got chicken fingers, crunchy, fries are golden crispy, baby. Yo, don't forget about the cane sauce, baby. Ooh, right, here's the spot. My love.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Early break.
Kind of the night
On the group chat.
If that was the draw, says Jake, I'd throw a pizza at the window.
What is that?
What does that mean?
And what I text back right away? What does it?
It means
Well,
exactly what it said.
Laughing emoji.
Yes.
I have no clue what that means. Is what Coach Bush
With
said.
Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, we back. This is 93.7 The Ticket. Get Your Happy On Hour. I got to check in with Bach before we get back to my guest. Bach, what's going on over there, man? Anybody checking out the show?
Oh, yeah, we got a YouTube comment here from Kim Kelly. Says, thank you, Matt, for always making me excited for Mondays. Your leadership is inspiring.
Oh, very nice.
Boss, you're getting props, man. You're getting props from my business partner. You know, I promise you, man, one thing I can say, Kim Kelly always speaks very highly of you. Every time I mention your name, her face lights up. So she really thinks a lot of you, man, and you've earned a lot of respect from both of us.
That's very nice. I had a little text from Jake, too. Jake must be listening, so that was awfully nice of him.
If we got Jake Sorensen listening, I mean, we doing big things.
We made it big.
Yeah,
now, right?
we do. Hey, man, we doing big things. We got Jake Sorensen. Hey, look, man, look here, Jake. When I grow up, man, I want to be just like you, okay? I'm just saying, man, because, hey, for you to acknowledge us, hey, we doing big things. I got to ask you, man, about, you were telling me about this trust thing.
Yeah, so I got invited to go to a conference down in Texas, and I went down there to actually talk about the Monday morning meeting and to do a Monday morning. So I go and do these Monday morning meetings for other people at speaking events, and I talk about the leadership, the life skill, and the safety topic that we do and how we try to build a level of trust. Well, Stephen M.R. Covey, which he is a world-renowned author. I think it's over 2 million books sold. And he, I sound all right over there?
Yep.
He's just a great human. Now, his dad, Stephen Covey, wrote another book, 7 Characteristics of a High Influential Leader. So he's world-renowned. Also, he passed away. Stephen M.R. is his son, and he talks about trust and how when you have a trusting relationship, how fast you can get business done, and that there's actually in business an ROI that he has put to the level of trust. For instance, this is a great story. Taco Bell and Doritos came together, and they were going to make a taco out of a Dorito shell with a taco in it, right?
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it. Do you remember the name of it?
My wife gets it all the time.
I actually had to go after I met Steven. I had to go get one just to see if it was very good. And it is. But get this. So the CEO of Taco Bell, the CEO of Doritos got together and they wanted to do this. Well, then the attorneys came up and they said, whoa.
Yeah.
We need to do the paperwork.
Right.
And they said, no, I don't think we do. We'll worry about that later. You guys go work on the paper, but we're going to start making tacos just as soon as we can put this together. Well, here's the interesting thing. 90 days later, they finally got the paperwork done. In that time, they sold 100 million tacos. So can you imagine the ROI that is because those two CEOs trusted each other?
Right.
And I might have got it might have been 80 days. I might have got the facts a little bit messed up, but the idea of the whole principle is speed of trust helps. And this I've learned that I have failed in so many areas of extending trust and accepting trust. And I don't always even recognize it. So when I came back, I came to this whole new conclusion of from here on out, I only want to do business with people I absolutely can trust.
Right.
I will only want to hang out with humans that I can absolutely trust.
Right.
I only want to spend energy and time helping grow humans that I can trust and that trust me. I want to live in this area of extending trust, which is hard, Ricky, because
absolutely.
In order for you and Tom Osborne to have the greatest relationship, or in order for Coach Rule to have the greatest relationship with his staff,
right,
is to be honest with them.
Yep.
So the number one driving factor of trust is called straight talk.
Right.
And that's getting to the point and telling people what's on your mind. And I have experimented with this recently in our business. And even though there's been some awkward conversations, like it hurts sometimes,
right,
to hear the truth.
Well, absolutely.
But every one of those that I've had to have recently in the last 3 months, on the backside of that, we come out so much better and so much faster and so much more trustworthy of each other. And now we're rowing the boat back in the same direction.
Yes.
And it's just so incredibly powerful. I wish I could, I left that and I came back and immediately I told my team at Empire, I said, I do a lot of studying. They know I do a lot of studying. I do a lot of reading. I'm constantly trying to figure out this culture thing. I think it's something that you're constantly cultivating the soil to make it better.
Right.
This by far was the greatest 4 hours I've ever learned in doing business and having a culture that is above. I don't want to say we're the best at culture, but doggone it, we're pretty darn good.
Well, you and all that you're working on it.
Yes, sir. And that's important to always know too, that you're always striving to get better, right? We're never ever going to be done. But this Stephen M.R. Covey, I got to tell you, Ricky, it was life changing for me. I always thought that I had trust, but I actually had trust issues that I didn't even realize that I had inside of me. And Stephen just brought that all out. And I actually went into the thing. I'm not going to kid you. I have a hard time sitting in one spot for 4 hours. Right. So I was the whole time I was thinking, okay, I will not survive this 4-hour class. It went by. It felt like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was incredible. And the stories he would tell, by the way, his son plays for the Eagles. And he tells a story. And this is a great story in the sports world, that he made the punt return team. And he was just game by game. He didn't get a contract. And on like the third or the fourth game, he fumbled. And he called his dad up and he said, Dad, he goes, pretty sure I'm going to get cut. I'm not good enough that they're not going to. But the coach did something completely different. The coach called him in and said, I believe in you. This is out of character for you. And we're actually going to extend your contract another year.
Wow.
So what the coach did was put 100% trust back in there. And I remember a time I was watching one of my kids play a sport. I'm not going to dial too much into this, but playing a sport, and my daughter was not getting the job done, and they yanked her and they let her sit on the bench for 2 games after that. And I remember that she lost all faith in that coach. So as coaches or in life coaches or friends, it's important for us to extend that level of trust when that person's hurting also.
Yeah.
Because Stephen's son, Covey, I can't remember his first name, but he now then a week later ran a 60-yard return back because that coach believed in him so much.
Right.
And it was just the opposite. He thought he was going to go in there and he was good. He was okay. He was like, you know what? I've had a good run. I was on the practice squad. I made it up. I played in a couple games. But instead of firing him or getting rid of him, he extended more trust in him and said, I'm going to believe in you even more. And I just found it so awe-inspiring. And if you get a chance, I did the book on tape. It's Trust and Inspire is his last book, and it's Ricky. It's an incredible book. I listened to it on tape because I can do that at like 1.4. I can do that faster than I can read.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I get bored pretty easy.
Well, I got that same issue. I mean, but I think it's important that we try to trust. Just that word alone. I know for a fact I have trust issues, but a lot of my trust issues have came from my past.
Sure.
So it is a work in progress. And that's the one thing that I'm proud of you for just taking a look at it. And then too, being man enough to own up to it. Because I own up to all mine. I stay up under the bus. I mean, I'm up under the bus every day. But the point I'm trying to make is I'm not up under the bus because I'm too proud to admit my faults. I'm under the bus because I want to get better. Right. And this takedown society that we live in, it's a lot easier to build that trust when you ain't got to worry about what they might find out on Google.
Right. No, extending that trust. And, I think that's an important cog in the wheel of business or sports or life or faith or whatever, or a marriage or whatever it is to constantly be working on that and constantly trying to get that trust better and extending that. And there's 13 rules to this. And he has a tree that talks about the foundation of the tree is the roots. That's the integrity, and the trunk of the tree is the core. And then the leaves of it is how much trust you can have. But the fruit of the tree is the trust, is the actual application. The more you produce, the better your roots are, the better your trunk is, the better the leaves are to take in all the nutrients, the more fruit you can produce as a human.
I like that. I really think that's
beautiful.
I mean, I would really like for people to just keep an open mind when it comes to that. I mean, that trust, we've always heard the saying, trust, the truth will set you free. Well, trust goes hand in hand with that.
Absolutely.
In my opinion. I mean, I just think that if I can't trust you or if your word isn't nothing, man, we ain't got nothing, because now I'm looking at you side-eyed,
right?
And I don't like looking at people side-eyed. So I try my best to be the person that I would like to be around when I'm around other people. I don't want people to wonder, which Ricky is going to show up today.
Right.
I mean, I've already been there and done that. That's part of the past for me. I have to work really hard at it, but I'm okay with that. That's one thing I don't mind putting effort into, is trying to be better than I was yesterday. Every single day, I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday.
Stack it.
Yeah, I'm stacking. Yeah, I love that concept of stacking, because to me, that's the key to life, man. And unfortunately, none of us are getting out of this thing called life alive.
Right.
So
I said it the other day at one of my Monday morning meetings. I said, hey, death is undefeated.
Yeah, man, Father Time, he is undefeated. So with that being said, why not try to put some good on the end of whatever time you may have left? Because we don't know, we don't always know when death's coming. And a lot of times when death comes, that's when you get these stories. Man, I thought I would get to see him again, or if I'd have knew then what I know now, I would have did that. Well, how about this? Just be good every day to the best of your ability.
Well, and here's the other thing, is that if we do make a mistake, the speed of trust says recognize that right away.
Right.
And the speed of trust says can hit it head on.
Right.
So yes, I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to say something I shouldn't. I'm going to have anger. I'm going to maybe let you down in some point, but let's address it right away.
Right.
And you be honest with me and say, Matt, you let me down here, man.
Right.
I planned on you being here tonight for the Sunday night show. You didn't show up, or let's confront that and hit it head on, because what that does is releases you from all those other mean feelings.
Right.
And it attacks it right away.
And you don't got to let it stack up on you on the inside.
Right. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we done already been there and done that. We done seen how that turns out. That's not a good thing. But I think, if I'm looking right, I think we need to take one more quick break, and then we're going to come back and wrap this show up. Don't y'all go nowhere. This is 93.7 The Ticket. This is the Get You Happy on Hour.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through March 4th is $1 off crisscross pretzels, buy one, get one free on hot dogs, and $2 off Piedmontese brats. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes, feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And free fitness training to help you mix up your routine. Plus, most clubs are open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th. See Home Club for details.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Opportunity can knock at any moment. When it does, you can't afford to miss a call. That's why you need a business phone system that gives your team the flexibility to answer anytime, anywhere. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, we make it easy to equip your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. We enhance the efficiency technology provides while putting people first in all we do. That's why we meet your business right where you are by offering customized office technology solutions that meet your specific needs. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Well, man, this has been a very, very uplifting show, and I hope we've inspired some people. But got a couple more questions for Matt before I let him out of here. Matt, how do people get in touch with Empire Fencing first? Let's start with that.
Well, empire-fence.com, empire-fence.com. I've said that like 1,000 times in my life, I feel like. But that's the main way. You can also call our office. And I will tell you, one thing we are looking for more of is more medium to small commercial jobs. We have big commercial jobs.
Right.
And then we have residential jobs. But we need more of those anybody out there that needs a 6-foot chain link with barbed wire on top or an automated gate or anything like that. Call our office. It's 402-682-7658. The girls in the office will get you all lined up. I'll be honest with you. I don't go on any calls anymore, but I will tell you that's an area that, and automated gates are really coming on strong now. We've been growing our automated gate division and really trying to get our name out there. A lot of people know us for doing residential. We're good in that area. We need some more medium size commercial jobs. That's really, as a matter of fact, I need to talk to Jake. I need to change my advertising even here to push on that commercial work. So Jake, if you're listening, come out and see me in my office.
Jake, get on it.
I will tell you though, a shout out to this channel. They do a great job. If I call them and ask for anything, whether because right now we're in a big hiring mode too. We're really trying to push. We have all levels of hiring from beginners all the way up to project managers. So we have tons of opportunity. You've seen us. We're growing like crazy.
Right.
We really try to do a good job. We have benefits. We have 401k. We have we do the Monday morning meetings. We have classes that we talk about culture. We try to teach people how to live amongst their means. We actually help them do a family budget and actually manage their money appropriately. And we do all these things to try to just be good humans. With that being said, Ricky, sometimes we do make mistakes, and we are human. But for the most part, I do believe that we have a huge group of people that really row the boat together well. And I'm proud of our family. And I'm proud of my family. My kids, Ben and Melissa, are both in the company. My youngest is in college, but I think it's a testimony of what we've built when your kids want to come back. And I know we're in a short segment here, but I want to give this little hint out there for any business owners. It's incredibly important that you love your business and that you don't come home every day and talk crap about your business and your people.
Right.
Because your kids will see your pain and they will run and they'll never want to be a part of it.
Right.
So if there's any advice I ever said to a young entrepreneur out there, Ricky, it's this: be positive, find the positive, even when you're having the roughest day possible and you're down and out and the bills are tight and people aren't paying you on time and equipment's breaking down and trucks get a flat tire and you have a trailer on the interstate that's broken down because the bearing went out. Come home and share the blessings, because your kids want that. They want to know that you love what you do.
Right.
So I think that we did a good job. Mom and Dad did a good job of saying, this is where we want to be. And by the way, I love it. I get to do family with my brother-in-law, my cousin, my nephew, we just have my kids. It's amazing.
That's the definition of positive mental attitude, y'all. I just want y'all to know that. I got one last question though. I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Whenever you do get a little bit of free time, how does Matt Warner get his happy on?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Ricky, it's in the Bronco.
In the Bronco. He be getting his Bronco on.
I love jumping that thing. I can jump it like 20 feet. It is so amazing. And anybody that knows me knows I love my Bronco.
I want to thank you again, Matt, for being on tonight. Hey, listen, everybody, I wrap my show the same way every week. Every day you bless the saint is just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you got to get your happy on. Go! We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity